All right. Well, just obviously an awesome win for our guys. Complete performance. All three phases. Really proud of our team. And it was just one of those games where it just kind of all went our way. Our guys were ready to play. They were dialed in. And, again, just could not be more pleased with all three phases and how they, came together. A lot of big plays. I'll have to go back and look, but I don't know if I've ever been a part of a game where we rushed for 400-plus yards. I think we rushed for 415. And so hats off to that offensive line, Coach Caldwell, our backs, our tight ends, receivers blocking down the field. We wanted to start fast and get control of the game early, and that's what happened. Obviously, we felt like coming in this game, they led the nation in turnover margin. Kaya only had one interception. We needed to create some momentum with some turnovers, and we were able to do that. I think we were +2 in the turnover margin. Picked him off early. That was big by Jadar. Huge play in the game. And obviously we were able to affect them with our rush. So just a great day. They're a pass-first team. That's what they do. Throw the football coming into this game. They led the league in passing and attempts and all that stuff. And I think they threw for less than 100 yards. So just a tremendous performance by our defense. And, hats off to those guys. But offensively, really we're kind of hitting on all cylinders. Special teams, when we punted, we were very, very good. Kickoff coverage was very sound all day. So, again, just a complete game and, one we're really happy to get. We just wanted to play better on the road than we did the last time, and we did. But for us, it doesn't get any easier. Heading northeast next week to take on NC State. I think they had a big win today, but tough place to play. We know that. Another tough road game for us. So, we'll enjoy this ride home tonight and this win tomorrow and get back at it Monday for the biggest game of the year against NC State next week. So proud of our guys. I think we came out of it pretty healthy. A lot of you guys may wonder why Deion Kane didn't play. Just didn't play because I sat him today. Could have played. Just sometimes it's good for some of these young guys when you're trying to get them to, it's just part of the process. You got to teach guys. Sometimes everybody needs a little attitude adjustment every now and then, and sometimes it's good for them to stand over and see that you can win without them. And but I tell you, I love he's a good kid, and I love how he responded. So I don't think I'll have to deal with that anymore. He'll be dialed in and ready to go on Monday and back at it. So. It was just my decision not to play him, so that's it on that. I figure y'all be asking me that. But injury-wise, I think everybody is good to go. And, again, just an absolute, incredible performance by our guys.
Yeah, but what was that halftime speech all about on the field, and what did you say to the guys?
Well, this is one of those places where you got both teams crossing and all that stuff, and I know it's not a good setup, to be honest with you. You got and I was in the locker room, but supposedly we had a little chippiness early in the game, and it just seemed like we were kind of losing our focus a little bit. It's one thing to play with emotion. This is a game of emotion, but it ain't okay to be emotional. And we have to channel that the right way. And so I don't know. I just felt like we needed to get refocused on who we are and the way we do things at Clemson. So 'cause that's not about all that stuff. But again, just trying to let them get off the field and clear out, and let's refocus and get ready to go play a second half. Obviously, everything went our way in the first half, and the last thing I want to do is come out and play sloppy in the second half. So I was really pleased with how we continued to play well. And probably the best thing in this game was, the message to – I knew we were going to be able to get some guys in the game, and the message to those guys of, hey, prove to us we can trust you. You want to play. Prove to us that you're paying attention, that you're ready to go. And those backups went in. And some of those guys hadn't got a lot of playing time, like a Van Smith, for example. But, man, knowing what to do and going out there and executing, that bodes well for us as we continue to move forward.
Your first 4 possessions, all touchdowns, no lost yardage plays, just the one incomplete pass out of those 4 possessions, and all 4 led to touchdowns. Is that about as perfect as you can be on offense?
Yeah, that was that was a pretty flawless, roll of drives right there for sure. It just the guys executed very clean. I don't think we had any penalties, and that's you don't get a big part of many of those like that. You're always trying to coach a perfect game, and we still have a lot to coach from this game, but really proud of our guys for, again, the execution. It's a game of execution, and they were pretty precise in what we were doing those first few drives.
How do you think the team responded to the new kickoff? It's kind of obvious what we saw there, but are you concerned at all going in about the road trip, having to wake up early for the first time in a while?
No. We don't spend any time worrying about that.
Just your thoughts, Coach, on we obviously see the physical talent on both sides of the ball. This team, you got to be just extremely pleased with the intangibles, with the not having letdowns, with the today not worrying about going on the road, the early kickoff. Seems like they've just got all the mental side of it down, or at least growing there.
I mean, that's just what we do. We just, try to prepare each week. I say it every week, as if it's the biggest game of the year, as if it's the only game of the year. It's a one-game season. That's just what we talk about, and we just try to keep a windshield mentality. It's not about what's behind us. I mean, you always can learn from what you've been through, but it's really about what's directly in front of us. And when you have that mentality, you're more consistent, and that's just who we are. It's what we do. And we just don't spend a lot of time talking about the opponent. We just try to prepare the same each and every week, and with a very systematic approach to it. And our guys, the biggest thing is they believe in what we do, and they bought into it. And then we're being led from the front. We have a group of veteran guys that are serious about being the best that they can be. And whatever that is, whatever it is. Right now we could be 12-0, but you can't be 12-0 till you win 8, right? So I think our guys understand that, and that's just all they're dialed in on is, hey, let's don't have any regrets. Let's just, we got about 35 days left in the regular season. Let's put everything we got into each and every day, because they're all critical. And then when it's all said and done, let's just look up and see what we got done. But you can't get, it's easy to get distracted, especially in today's world. But our leadership on our team, they deserve a lot of credit.
Coach, is Kelly Bryant getting close to taking over the backup spot, or is it still status quo?
I think he made a move today. He really did, and it's been good. I think it's been a very healthy situation. Being able to bring Kelly along at a healthy pace for him. And the biggest thing is, I said this at a week or so ago, or maybe the last press conference, that there's some guys you hadn't seen play a whole lot, but we see them in practice every day. And even though maybe you hadn't seen them play a whole lot in the game, they're just improving. A Van Smith, a Jeffrey Gibson, a Mark Fields, a Baker, Kelly Bryant, Fuller. I mean, there's a whole list of those guys. Frew Morgan, on and on and on that I could throw out there. And Kelly has just been steadily grasping things. We've been I love how Streeter's handled him. He's done a great job in how he's managed him. Because he had a lot to process and a lot to learn, but it's been fun to kind of watch his confidence and his grow, and then his demeanor kind of grow and change over the last few weeks. Of getting a lot of reps in practice. So, tremendous job today, tremendous, and that will definitely continue to spur his growth. We know he can win for us. Oh, he's fine. He went back. He came back second half play. He'll be all right.
To clarify with Dion, is it strictly on-field stuff?
Yeah, it was just team. I need to get his attention. There's a little attitude adjustment, really. And but hey, he responded exactly the way you want to. There wasn't a guy more excited, and could have played him. Wasn't anything I had to not play him. I just told Jeff I ain't playing him. So this is just my decision, and. He'll be back, ready to go. Again, he handled it the right way. And, again, sometimes it's good for some of these guys to stand over there and realize, again, you can win without them. And, we're serious about guys doing the right things and within our program that I believe in.
Coach, you've been on the bad end of the score.
Sure have.
Did you think about that, the difference in the
No. No, I know it ain't far from the outhouse to the penthouse. That's what I know. And I don't celebrate anything for Miami's bad day. I feel for them. I hate it, man. Al Golden is a great guy, and really have a lot of respect for him. I have respect for this university, and sometimes when you're a competitor and you're in competition long enough, sometimes, man, you're the bug, and sometimes you're the windshield. That's just the old saying. And it was a bad day for him. And I've been on the other side of it, and it's just bad. It stinks. But as I told some of their players coming off the field, hey, man, listen, don't let this game define you. Move on next week. Go win next week. Stay focused on what you control and finish strong. This was a bad day, obviously, for them, and a great day for Clemson. But my heart breaks for them a little bit because I've been there. And obviously I'm a competitor and I want to win, and I want to win as bad as I possibly can. But they are people over there. And when this is what you do for a living and a livelihood, you got wives and kids, and I've been on the other side of that. And if you stay in this thing long enough, you'll be on it again. And so I understand that. But today was our day, and we're very thankful for that.
Do you have any doubt in your mind today at 7-0 and coming off a 58-0 win that you're one of the top 4 teams in the country?
Don't matter. That's for other people to figure out. I mean, we're just trying to be better than NC State this week. That's it. That's all that matters, to see if we can be better than NC State. We don't have to win them all. We just got to try to find a way to be better than them this week. That's really all that matters. Everybody else can figure that stuff out. I know we're one of the best teams out there. I don't think there's any question. But whether or not we're one of the best 4 right now doesn't matter to me one iota. After we play all of our 12 games, then it'll matter. And then we'll have a whole slate of games to really make a good educated decision on that. People can debate all that stuff all they want. We state our case by how we play. Our voice is by how we play, and that is determined by how we prepare, and the type of commitment and focus that we have. So that's all I'm dialed in on. How about that guy running over there and making that play on the sideline there on the 3rd down? That's a big load, man. He had some fresh legs, I'll tell you that. It was good to see him back. Happy for him, and good to see him back out there. And wasn't sure how much we'd get him in there today, and worked out. I mean, the way the game went, we were able to play him a good bit. I think I hadn't seen snap count, but that'll really help us as we continue to move forward in the schedule. Yeah, well, we were firing on all cylinders today. That doesn't necessarily mean we're going to fire that way next week. But today was pretty flawless. Well, first of all, our offensive line. I mean, these guys are just a blast to come to work with. I mean, they prepare, they care, they take so much pride in trying to get the game plan down each and every week. And great leadership from Mac and Norton. Even though Norton didn't play, man, his leadership and Mac's leadership and Joe Gore, man, I just couldn't be more pleased with those guys. And Jay Guillermo and how he stepped up. And they're just the chemistry. So it all starts there. And then, I think we got the best quarterback in the country. We got a guy that just, it's like we can't give him enough. We just can't give him enough. I mean, he is so smart and has such great preparation each and every week, and he just never changes. He's just a very humble young man, and he is hard to fool. And it's because of how hard he works, each and every day to get ready for that opponent. And then obviously he's gifted, just from an ability standpoint, but his intangibles, his work ethic, his leadership, he just makes everybody else better. So it was a complete game, our backs, the way they ran, and some of the plays we made the passing game. And Jordan Leggett set the all-time record today. I think I don't know how many games in a row, but I know he's got five touchdowns in a row, which is an all-time record at Clemson. And as I said the other day, we're a complete offense. We're a team right now that has proven that we can beat you running the ball. We can beat you throwing the ball. We involve a lot of people, and it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun to be a part of. But it's an unselfish group that has great chemistry and great leadership, and that's why we're having success, led by a tremendous quarterback.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay, guys.